everyone, welcome to my channel, Happiness Handmade. My name is Lisa and I am a lover of all things crochet, and it is all about retail restock today. I have a little shelf space over at the painted tree. I have had this space since February and we are needing a restock. So I'm talking not just a restock of plushies and crochets, but a full revamp of the space. It is finally Christmas time, holiday time. We are in the November and December months now. So I'm really wanting to transform the space for it to really look like the holidays. And not only is this my first time in the holiday space at Painted Tree, but it's my first real holiday season with Happiness Handmade. So today I'm going to take you along with me. We are going to get all of the inventory ready to go. I'm going to show you some of the new and unique things that I'm going to be bringing to the space. I do have a couple of Etsy orders we need to drop off first, and then I'll come back to the crochet corner and we'll kind of break down how it's going at Painted Tree. What are the numbers looking like? What are sales looking like? And what are my goals for the end of this year? So if that sounds like fun to you, then get your whips, get your hooks, get your fiber fill, get your yarn, and let's get into it. I started my business in August of last year, and I did one little fall market last year. I didn't do any holiday markets, no Christmas markets. When I first started, I really focused on decor. So I really didn't even have plushies. I didn't have any patterns that I made myself. Last year was a total just figuring out what Happiness Handmade was going to be. So this year really feels like my first holiday season with my business and the first holiday season at Painted Tree. If you've never heard of the Painted Tree before, it is a really large retail space that allows small businesses, small vendors to rent out spaces of various sizes within their store and sell their own merchandise. So I have a small little shelf space. Well, I say small, it's a very tall, very big bookshelf, basically. It is the smallest space that you can rent out at this Painted Tree, the Painted Tree that I'm located at, which is the Berry Woods Painted Tree in Zona Rosa, Kansas City. Before I get into all of the inventory, and I'm looking over here because oh my gosh, it's such a mess over here. I have so many crochets everywhere. But before we get into all of that, I want to show you some Etsy orders that I will be sending out today. We're going to stop by the post office before we head over to the Painted Tree. So let's get those Etsy orders packed up first. I say Etsy orders. This first one actually isn't an Etsy order. So my good friend Kayla, Palmetto Roots and Knots, she sells on Palm Street as well. And she was celebrating her 1,000 follower show this past week. So I said that I would provide a plushie as a free giveaway to celebrate her 1,000 followers. And this was the giveaway that I gave. It is a Bruce the Shark in this cute coral color. This is Sweet Snuggles Light in this pink coral color. So it's Bruce the Shark. The pattern is by the Crochet Carpenter, Aaron. I love Bruce the Shark. So this was a giveaway. So we will be packing this and shipping it off to the winner of the giveaway today. I also have this sweet reindeer lovey. This pattern is by BK Crochet. It is a sweet little reindeer. And on my Etsy, I give an option of, it's a deer lovey, and then I give you a nose color option. So, which is nice because I can keep the listing up all year long. And then you can just choose between a red nose, like the sky, or a brown nose. And then I'll just update the the main picture from a red-nosed reindeer to a brown-nosed reindeer when it's outside of the holidays. That allows me to just keep that listing up all year long. And we just really focus on the red nose and highlight the red nose during these holiday seasons. And it's been working out pretty well. I've sold a couple of reindeer loveys through Etsy. So this is my next one that I'm going to be sending off today. Oh, I just love him so much. He's so sweet. Again, the pattern is by BK Crochet. I think my favorite thing is the sweet little white cottontail that this little reindeer has. Oh my gosh. So this is going to be shipped out today. And the last Etsy order that I am shipping out today, you guys, I have to show you this picture first. So this customer reached out to me, sent me a picture of their sweet cat. His name is Miffy, and she wanted me to recreate this cat in plushie form for her daughter. And this is what we came up with. I love her so much. So I used burlap blanket in, I believe this is the whipped cream color. So it's a little bit of like an off-white, which I just love. I think it works so well with the cat. And then we gave her the sweet little pink nose and then the sweet green eyes that this cat has. And then the cat has like white whiskers. So instead of doing just white, I went with like a little beige of the whiskers so you can still see them against the kitty's face, but keep them really light so it would stay true to Miffy. So I'm really, really happy with how this sweet little Loaf kitty turned out. I actually freehanded this, but of course the inspiration is by Annie Caraway Art. She is the pattern designer for the Loaf cats and the Loaf kitties. You can find her everywhere, Instagram, YouTube, all of the fun things. So I've made so many Loaf cats at this point that I can just freehand it now. I pretty much know the pattern by heart at this point. So I freehanded her, but of course the inspiration is Annie Caraway Art for the Loaf cat. I'm so excited for this customer to get this. This is one of my first Christmas orders that I am sending out. I know for sure this is going to be a Christmas order. I'm pretty sure this reindeer is going to be a Christmas gift too, but this was my first like custom Christmas order, and from Etsy, and I just love her so much. I cannot wait for this customer to get their sweet little plushie. Okay, so those are the Etsy orders. Let's go ahead and get those packed up, and then we will pivot to all of the fun painterly inventory. Okay, the shipping orders are tagged and ready to go. They're all labeled up. That always feels so good. I don't know about you guys, but when I can like get the like shipped items that I need to ship, Etsy orders, Palm Street, it feels so good to like have those ready to go and ready to ship. I don't know about you guys, but I always feel like so accomplished after I get something like that done. Even if it's just a couple of orders, it feels good. Okay, now on to the painted tree. So like I said, I want this space to be totally like holiday, winter, Christmas theme. So the first thing that I knew I wanted to add are my ornaments. Now, most of these ornaments I made last year. They're still in a really good shape. I'll put the pattern designer in the description below. This was like a year ago. I found a blog that offered like a free pattern design for these ornaments. And then the ornament itself is actually from Hobby Lobby. They're plastic and shatterproof. You can just get them. I got a ton of these on sale when like at the very end of the holiday season when they were on sale for like 60-70% off, which was awesome. I got 2 different sizes. So let me get a bigger size out to show you. So here's a bigger size. Okay, so I have like a bigger size and a smaller size. Look how cute these are, you guys. And then just like the ribbon, and some of them have embellishments. So like this one, I used twine. Some of them I used ribbon. And then I just have like some really sweet embellishments on a lot of these. Oh, I love them so much. They just add like a little sweet holiday touch. And they're also like, you know, just like a nice little handmade gift. I would imagine this would be so great for like a Secret Santa or like an office party or something like that, where you needed to get like office party gifts. I thought these would be so fun. Little like girls like Christmas present swap or something. So I have a couple of these. Again, the embellishments, I got them just like, you know, just like randomly. There's like Hobby Lobby. They have all of those like Christmas embellishments over in their Christmas section. I know Michael's has a flower section where you can get some of these embellishments too. And mine are all just like holiday themed. So I try to do like little hollies and like little sprigs and like cute stuff like that. All the yarn that I used is by Hobby Lobby as well. So my favorite acrylic and worsted yarn is at Hobby Lobby. It's called I Love This Yarn. I love how it feels. I love the different color options. As you can see, I've done a ton of color options here. So all of these ornaments are going to the painted tree, but I needed something to put the ornaments on. So, you know me, love Facebook Marketplace. This is where I go to Facebook Marketplace to get like all of my like display items for my vendor fairs and things like that. Like, you know what a lot of people do? They'll like sell their wedding decor on Facebook Marketplace. So sometimes they'll be like a vintage rustic wedding and they're selling all their decor for super, super cheap. I go on there and that's how I've gotten like most of my booth set up, like my displays and everything. So definitely check out Facebook Marketplace. Always be safe. Oh my gosh, I have to put my mom hat on really fast. Always be safe. Make sure you go to a location to do a swap that you are most comfortable with. Go during the day. Go to, I recommend going to like the police stations. Some of them will even have like a specific drop-off spot designated for like online swaps, just like Facebook Marketplace. So always go to a safe space that you feel comfortable with. And if something feels off, not worth it. Not worth it, you guys. Seriously, like a $5 display item is not worth it. So if something feels off, you're feeling uncomfortable, get out of there. Don't even worry about it. Just scoot. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you will find something else, I promise. Anyway, I love utilizing Facebook Marketplace, but just a sweet little plug for all of my sprinkles out there. Just stay safe, be smart, and you know the drill. So anyway, mom hat off. But so I was looking for something on Facebook Marketplace to display my ornaments. And you guys, look what I got. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. It is a 3-foot fake Christmas tree. And I am laughing so hard. So if you guys joined our Crochet Thursdays this past week, I showed you guys this Christmas tree and I just can't help but laugh because it literally came with like all this stuff on it. Like all this garland, a candy cane. Like, what is that candy cane doing there? A little like snowflake ornament. Like, I don't know. It's coming with like beads and stuff. But you guys, I got the best deal. It's exactly what I need for the painted tree space. It was so cheap and I just love it so much. So all I need to do is clean it up a little bit and then I can add my ornaments and I'm going to take it with me to the painted tree. So you'll get to see that. You'll see the setup with the tree. I'm going to take off some of these extra embellishments here and we'll spruce it up. It'll look really good. We were actually joking on Crochet Thursdays that I should add this cute little snowflake ornament to the Crocheters Dream Basket giveaway. So this is a great plug. I am going live on Palm Street on November 8th. So by the time this video comes out, I will be going live this coming weekend on November 8th at 2 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to do a rapid fire pumpkin drop. I'm going to have some Christmas stuff available too. And if we hit 50 bookmarks, I'm going to be doing the Crocheters Dream Basket Givey. So it's going to have yarn, stitch markers, stickers, a little devotional book, a notepad as well. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and just throw in this cute little snowflake ornament just for good measure. So I would love to see you at my Palm Street Live on November 8th. I'll put a link in the description below. Okay, so the ornaments in the Christmas tree are coming with me. And then I do have some fall slash Halloween stuff left over that I'm actually going to take with me to the painted tree. The only thing that like screams Halloween to me is my sweet little Munchie monster. He has not sold yet. This pattern is by Zest of Crochet. I love Sweet Little Munchie Monster so much. The hand painted eyes are by Crafty Kate. Look how gorgeous and sparkly they are. He has not sold yet at any of my markets, so I thought I would still take him to the painted tree. I might pick him back up and have him during our Palm Street Live. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. But you know, he's just like a cute little monster, and he may be a great like Christmas gift or a holiday gift for someone. So I'm gonna take Munchie Monster to the painted tree with me. The other two fall like items that I have are my sunflower baby. So these did really well in the September, at all the September markets. One market in particular, it was at like a fun farm, and they had a sunflower field. And so I did a bunch of like sunflower themed plushies. So like sunflower turtles and then these sunflower babies, and they did really, really well. This is my last sunflower baby left. So I'm going to take her with me to the painted tree. We're still in November, so we're still in like fall time. So I'm bringing the sunflower baby. And then I also have my pumpkin, one of my 2 pumpkin sloths. So this pattern is by Crochet by Smurf. I'll put all the pattern designers in the description below. And then this pattern is by, oh my gosh, I can't remember, but I will put it in the description below. I made 2 of these cute little pumpkin pal sloths. I sold one at one of my September markets, and I've had this guy staying with me. Look how cute, look. Oh, his hood comes off. Isn't that so cute? So he's a sweet little pumpkin sloth, so I'm going to take him to the painted tree as well. I also have a couple of Loaf kitties. So if you saw my last video, it was called 2 markets in 8 days, and I did like a full like fall market, and then I also had like a cute little Halloween pop-up, and I made a couple of Loaf kitties for that Halloween pop-up. I have some black cats with orange eyes, and I think those are like Scream Halloween, but these 2 guys are a little bit understated, like they're not super Halloween. So I thought I would bring them with me to the painted tree. Hopefully someone sees their own kitty in these plushies and is excited about them and picks them up. And then I have some more things. These aren't really like fall themed by any means, but I have still a couple of ice cream pops. So I do have a free tutorial of my ice cream pops here on YouTube. So if you want to make your own ice cream pop, you certainly can through the tutorial. And then I also have a pattern available, like a digital PDF pattern available on my Etsy. I'll link everything below. But I have a couple of ice cream pops that I'm gonna take. I think they're so cute, and they might be fun, like a little kiddo or something may really like it and want to pick it up. I've had this ballerina doll for a while now, so I always try to have some ballerina dolls at the markets. I've had these ballerina dolls at the painted tree as well, and I've sold a lot of like ballerina dolls. These are great for custom too. So this pattern is by the Friendly Red Fox. It's a free pattern on her blog, and it's so fun to modify. There's so many things that you can do with her, so many different things, like different dresses and different hairstyles, skin tones. But I've actually had this girl for quite a while, so maybe it will go at the painted tree. I've had her for some time, but we're gonna take her. She's actually been at the painted tree before. She didn't sell. I took her with me to a bunch of my markets this fall. She didn't sell, and like other ballerina dolls did sell. So this sweet little girl I've had for a minute. So hopefully she will sell. I'm going to take her to the painted tree, and hopefully she will sell there. Another doll that I have is my Taylor Swift doll, or my Swiftie doll. She's a little singer. This pattern is by Crochet by Jenna. She has a cute little orange dress and her cute little microphone, and then of course the gorgeous blonde hair, blonde curly hair. So I actually made this for a Swifty pop-up market that I had earlier this year. I have a video on that. It was so much fun. Go check out that video. If you're a fan of market recap videos, I have a ton of market recap and prep videos. I will be bringing out more towards the end of this year for like all my winter markets. But if you like those types of videos, definitely go check out my playlist for my market recaps. But I made her for the Taylor Swift pop-up market that I did. She did not sell at that market, but that's okay. We're gonna take her to Painted Tree and see how she does there. And then finally, I have this sweet little rhino. Okay, so I've taken this guy to a couple of markets and like people love him. Like they will pick him up and they just like love him to pieces and they think he's so cute and so fun, but he hasn't sold. So I'm gonna take him to the Painted Tree and see how he does there. I just love him to pieces. He's so soft. He's a snuggler, so his face and arms are stuffed, but his body is unstuffed. You know, I love making my snugglers and my loveys. And so he's like a smaller version of that. So I'm gonna take him to the Painted Tree and see how he does. All right, so let's move on to some of my winter and Christmas plushies and loveys. I'm so excited about these guys. Let me show you this first one. So I had the chance to pattern test for Crochet. She has a Grinch pattern out and now, and you guys, how stinking cute is this guy? I love him so much. So I used, this is either Cozy Cub or this is some leftover Posh Pearl, but, oh no, not Posh Pearl, Big Twist Posh. I think this is leftover Big Twist Posh in this green, but isn't he so cute? This pattern is available now. Thank you, Crochet. Thank you, Shay, for letting me pattern test. I love my little Grinch guy. So of course, we're taking him to the Painted Tree. Speaking of Grinch, I literally just finished this guy last night. He's huge. Look at this guy. Ah! So this is a snuggler. This pattern is by BK Crochet. I love her patterns for loveys and snugglers. This big guy is made with Sweet Snuggles. Yes, Sweet Snuggles. He's so soft. He's so cute. I always like to add a cute little red heart for my my Grinches. So he is coming to the Painted Tree with me. Of course, we have another red-nosed reindeer. So again, patterned by BK Crochet. Oh my gosh. So while I was making the one for the Etsy order, I went ahead and I kind of batched them. And some of these, you guys, by the way, some of these things that you're seeing, you may see them at the Palm Street Live as well this Saturday. So if there's something that you like, if there's something that you want to take a closer look at, then definitely check out my Palm Street Live because there's going to be quite a few Christmas stuff just like this here. So I'm going to have a red-nosed reindeer at the Painted Tree. And then, of course, we gotta have our Gingy guys. We gotta have some gingerbread guys. So these are by Oddball Crochet. You guys know I love Audrey. I love her patterns. The gingerbread bub is out now. I think this one I'm pattern testing for her. So I'm giving you a little sneak peek right now. So I have a gingerbread snuggler and a gingerbread bub. Look how cute these are, you guys. I love them so much. These are coming with me to the Painted Tree and I hope they sell. I think they're so sweet. I hope they do really well. And keeping the train going for Oddball Crochet, we have our Yetis. So look at these Yetis. I have a big Yeti and then I have a couple of Yeti bubs as well. So if you are not part of the Winter Cal, it is out on Instagram. This is going to be, I don't think they've started yet, but they've definitely started promoting it. This is going to be Oddball Crochet's pattern that you can get for free during that Winter Cal. So I've had a chance to pattern test for her. I've made so many of these Yeti bubs already. I love them so much. And I made a little pink one too. So we have blue and pink. And then the big guy. Look at this big Yeti guy. I didn't give him a smile. I really like him without a smile. I like him with just the eyes. We'll see though, maybe I add a smile. I don't know. I really like him without the smile. So I'll probably keep him like this. But These are like the Christmas and winter things that I'm bringing. I have a couple more loveys that I'm bringing. They're not holiday themed or anything, but I have like a dino. I have a giraffe and an elephant still there at the painted tree that haven't sold. I have a couple other plushies too that I'll either trade out or I will keep there. It depends. We'll see. We're gonna have to go and like feel out the space and like see how things are looking. But that's the inventory, you guys. I have been working so hard to get this space ready for the holidays. I'm so excited. Really hoping for a strong end of year. So a strong November and December at the painted tree. I need it. And I will break down the numbers here at the very end of this video. I'm gonna give you like the full rundown. There's a little bit of tea there too. So I will just like be so transparent like I always am on these videos and let you know what's going on with that. But let's just say I need a strong November and December. So we'll be praying for that for sure. The next thing that I need to do is tag all of these items. So everything with safety eyes, I have a little like warning label, and then I also have my happiness handmade tag. So we're gonna hit the floor and we are going to tag all of these items. Painted Tree has like an online app where you can go and input your inventory. And then when you get to the Painted Tree, they will print out all your labels for you. So don't need to do any label printing here, but I do need to tag all of the items. So let's do that. Once we do that, we will head out to the post office to drop off these Etsy orders, and then we will head to the Painted Tree and I will show you the space. So let's get going. right, you guys, we are back. I'm so excited about this space. I think it's looking so good. Really, like I said earlier in this video, really hoping for a strong November and December. I'm really happy with how the space looks. So of course I will keep you posted on how these couple months go. But I want to break down now how things have been going these last 10 months at the Painted Tree, what numbers are looking like. I've been definitely scrutinizing the numbers, taking a good hard look at them. For brevity's sake for this video, I'm just gonna let you know like what months I've made rent, what months I missed rent, and then I will give you a number that I need to hit to be like in the green, like in the clear. So what I did, and if you need any like recap or any videos to kind of break down how I got into the painted tree and or how I set up the space originally, what my vision was for the space, I have a whole playlist on retail restock. So definitely feel free to go back, take a look at my channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and check out that playlist because it'll give you a bigger breakdown of, you know, how I got into the painted tree and everything like that. But this specifically, I'm going to break down what months I have made rent, which months I have not, and what I need at the end of my contract to be in the green, to have paid for the space and then to have made money, if that makes sense. And I should also preface by saying I paid for my whole year at the painted tree up front. So they do have an option where you can pay month to month. They also have an option, at the time that I signed up, they had an option that you can pay for the whole year of rent up front. And that gave me a percentage discount off of my rent if I paid for the whole year up front. I got a 10% discount each month on my rent for paying for the whole year up front. I knew I wanted to commit to at least one full year at the painted tree, so I went ahead and I paid my rent up front. Now, you don't have to do that if you want to be part of the painted tree. You can pay monthly, but I've really liked just paying up front. That way, every month I'm getting a check back from the painted tree. So if you pay rent on a monthly basis, painted tree will take out that money, and then if you make over your rent, like if you sell enough inventory that is more than your rent, then painted tree will cut you a check for that remaining balance. If you don't make rent, then you will owe painted tree at the end of that month. So you pay for your rent. I don't think I'm explaining this very well, and I'm so sorry. But at the end of the day, I paid for the whole year up front, which means painted tree cuts me a check every month. Even if I don't make rent that month, let's say my rent is $100. It's a little bit more than that, but it's right around there. Let's say my rent is $100 and I only sell $50 worth of plushies. I will still get a check because I already paid the rent. So I'll get a $50 check from Painted Tree, but I need to make sure that I'm calculating in my head that, okay, but I'm still in the red because I still I didn't make my rent. So I'm in the whole $50. I hope that makes sense. I know I'm not explaining that very well. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, DM me. I'd love to tell you more about the Painted Tree and my experience and everything. This is just a high level overview, trying to give you as much information as I can. But anyway, the big thing to know is that I paid for the whole year up front. So I started my contract in February. That month, I did not make rent. I missed it by $4. I was so close. Did not make rent. The next month in March, I made 3 times rent. That was one of my strongest months at the Painted Tree. March was an awesome month for me. The next month, April, I missed rent, so I was under rent that month. May, I made more than rent. June, I was so close in June, but I did not make rent in June. July, August, and September, I all made more than my rental fee. And then October, you guys, October. When I tell you this last month was my absolute worst month at the Painted Tree. I only sold $23 worth of inventory at the Painted Tree in October, which really kind of tanked all my numbers. Like, I feel like I was doing really well, especially I had a couple of really strong months that kept me in the green, but then October just totally drained me. I literally sold 2 keychains and 1 dumpster fire. That's all I sold for the entire month of October, which was rough, but that's okay. That's okay. It is what it is. I have the Painted Tree contract through February. So we have 4 more months. We have November, December, January, and February. We have 4 more months, and I have to sell $126 worth of inventory in order to make rent for the year. I think that is totally doable, you guys. I have sold, in 1 month, I have sold more than that, and I have 4 months to sell that. So I'm feeling good as far as like, I think I will be in the green by the end of this contract. How much in the green really is still TBD in my opinion, because October was so bad, you guys. It was so bad. Everyone is telling me that the winter and the holiday months do really well at the Painted Tree. So I'm on a couple of forums, a couple of Facebook groups where I'm on with other like Painted Tree vendors, and everyone is saying that it's gonna get better. Like it's gonna be really, really strong months. So I'm really hoping November and December are strong. I'm working really hard to make sure the space is awesome and inviting and people want to purchase my crochets. And then I need to sell $126 worth of inventory to have made my rent. And then we'll see what I come up with at the end of the contract. So if you ask me right now, am I going to re-up my contract with the Painted Tree? I don't know. My last year was not strong enough for me to say, oh yeah, like this was so worth it. All the work, all the blood, sweat, and tears, as people say, you know, all of that. I don't know yet. I am still TBD. We will see. We'll see how these next couple of months go. I, of course, will keep you guys posted. At the end of the year, I'm going to do a whole recap. So I'll break down all the numbers in more detail for you. Hopefully this kind of, you know, gets you interested a little bit and gives you a good insight into what I'm looking at, what I'm expecting, and what I'm hoping and praying for the end of this year. But that's the numbers, guys. Again, if you have any questions about the Painted Tree, I know I don't feel like I explained that very well. So if you have any questions or anything about any retail spaces, Painted Tree, or anything like that, I am an open book and I would be happy to help you. Hopefully you get some insight into how my business is going and what it's looking like for me. Of course, this is me and my experience. If you talk to another crocheter or another vendor, their experience may be totally different, but this is my experience. What I am sharing with you is what I am going through, and I will definitely keep you guys posted. That is a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you like this type of content. Market recaps, market preps, retail restock, tons of crochet vlogs, all things small business and crochet. So if that's the type of stuff that you're interested in, please consider subscribing to the channel. Become part of the Sprinkle Army. I go live here on YouTube every Thursday for Crochet Thursdays. And then again, you guys, Palm Street, I am going live on Palm Street this Saturday at 2 p.m., November 8th, 2 p.m. I've linked the live down below so you can bookmark it. We will be celebrating the release of my Angela, the angel pattern. They are still with my testers. As I'm filming this, she is still with my testers. They are knocking it out of the park. I can't wait to show you all of their beautiful angels. But we're going to celebrate the Angela, the angel pattern release. So I would love to see you then. Check out my videos. I do a YouTube video every week. And thank you so much, guys. Love ya, and we'll see you later.